the portfolio with the different products we have available. Well, so what I mentioned before, you either can do this using this video clip, then everything is done on its own, let's say, or you do the same things what we have just seen by presenting the items using the brochure or the PowerPoint. Well, once this is done, and I said this is now for a quick presentation, what I suggest to do is when you take the hardware from the demo case and show a few elements what we have seen before. So I think what is worth to mention is this is the area where we see the built-in display. We have the USB interface here installed at the front of the unit. That's good to show. Show the different ways how the connection works. We have the power connection in the middle. We have the Ethernet connector as a standard for all our devices, networking capability for all our devices. And what I think it's always very impressive to do, also show the detaching. And that's what I said, to make sure you take a screwdriver with you when you go to the customer, because now you can show one quarter turn, another quarter turn on the other side, and how easy it is actually to detach the scanner head from the base unit. What always works pretty well, also give the base unit on its own to the customer. They are always interesting to take something in the hand, look on the hardware, and at the end put it back here and just the two screws again, and the unit is back to operation, as we would say in practice. So just a few things. Give the hardware to the hand of the customer, explain some of the highlights, and this would be the approach for a very quick 10 to 15 minutes demo. Next, we will talk about how to extend the demo if we have more time available, for example, at least 30 minutes. Therefore, you see I have connected the unit now to the power supply as well as to my computer. And the things we would like to show in addition now are some live parts. You have here a little note on your presentation what I will be showing next. So we will show how the RSL works in practice when we trigger the protective and the warning field, some messages on the display, and also a little demonstration that the RSL, due to its high resolution, is able to distinguish a pen, a small device, from a larger device. Well, first what we need to do when the unit is connected, we need to open Sensor Studio on our PC. We will see in the How to Configure session there are two parts of software needed. So I open Sensor Studio on my PC, I select the RSL, and then the software will search for the connected RSLs to the computer. So I do see the device here, press next again, and then Sensor Studio software will open and will connect to the RSL device. Well, the first thing which is good to show is what the unit is seeing right now. This is available here in the process button. First you see a kind of online view of what also the unit is showing. So you see on the smaller image, the live image right now, how the LEDs are blinking in front of the RSL. Actually, this is due to this cable, which is a little bit in the way of the scanner. So now everything is green. The scanner is working perfectly, no interruptions. and we can take a look at the so-called measurement contour. So what the scanner sees from its environment. And right now we do see myself. You see when I'm moving here on my chair, you see this, and I will go a little bit closer here to our live image. So if I move my hand around the scanner, you easily can see how well the scanner is detecting the contour of my hand. The other circle or rectangular shape we do see here, this is the shape of the room where we are presenting right now. And this may be a first step, because if you're in a customer's environment, usually in a meeting room, you would see here the meeting room and maybe even some people sitting in the room showing this contour. Well, the next, if you would take a little closer look to the protective and the warning field, I do zoom in here now with my mouse. You do see two fields I have configured, and what we can show now, I need to get a little closer to the unit again. So if I trigger here from the side with my hand, getting closer to the unit, you first see the green field, the protective field being triggered. You see the blue lamp on the RSL switching on. This indicates a warning field violation. And then I get closer to the red area. The red LED switches on, which triggers a protective field violation. What we also do see at the same time is the information on the screen, on the display, which shows what's happened on the scanner right now. And you see here the information about a distance and an angle, and this is where the scanner detects the protective field violation. So in this combination, it's also a good way to show the integrated display, as well as the principle of how a laser scanner works, how well we can see everything here in our software, and how it triggers the different status information. Also, what you see here right now, we changed this last year. If I go back here to the sensor display, this is the online view. On the small image on your screen, you see the two LEDs, the green ones. Last year we changed the concept of the LEDs. They are very bright right now. You also see it here. That's also something good to show in the demo. Even if you are far away from the scanner, you very well see the LEDs, and you very well identify the information on the display. What's also a good idea to show is the integrated spirit level. The spirit level can be switched on manually by going to the diagnosis page, and then you see here this little symbol of the spirit level. So I do switch the spirit level on, and again you see the information here in our Sensor Studio software, but of course this is then something you would show the customer here on the display. So by moving the RSL, you can see how the spirit level inside the scanner works and how it's available, all the information is available on the display. Another good part to present is the capability of the RSL to distinguish a smaller object from larger objects. So here there is again a protective field being configured. We suggest that you use a protective field like I have here, which is at least at a size of about 80 centimeters, or maybe even a little larger, because this ensures that we can see this effect in a very good way. Because what we do right now, and we have to watch the LEDs at the unit. So obviously if I put here my hand inside the protective field, we will see the red LED switching on. And now I will come here with a pen, for example, from the top, and I will put the pen inside the protective field. I can move the pen around inside the field. You see it very well here in our online display, but at the same time you also do see whatever I'm doing with the pen, the scanner keeps running with the green LEDs, so it's not switching off. That's also a very good effect to show during a presentation. The hand easily gets to the red light, but the pen inside the field remains with the green light. Now we have seen most of the online presentation with the unit being connected. So we did see the contour view, we saw the messages on the display, we saw the pen in the protective field. And if we want to do the demo even in a little bit more in-depth way, then there's a second page of recommendations what to do. One thing I will show you right now is the ability to automatically suggest the dimension of a protective field. Very helpful feature for setting up the unit. And as well, we have the option to kind of set up a new configuration. This I will do very briefly because there's another session, part 8, which will talk about configuring the unit in a more complete way. So let's go back to our software. Other point to mention as well, you see it here on the right hand side, is our built-in online help. So for example, if I go to one of the configuration tabs here at the beginning and I select the item resolution here, just as an example, you do see the online capability, what resolution means. So online help is one of the features we can show to the customer. And as well, we do see here at this side here on the tab all the different languages we have available. One second. So this is here at the very right. You see English being selected right now. And here at the very right hand side we do see the English selection at the moment, and we can show here all the different languages we have available and which are supported in our software. Well, I mentioned I would like to talk about the capability to do an automatic suggestion of a contour. And to do so, we need to go to the configuration page. And there's also here one point which can be helpful for us, is this little icon. It says reset all safety configurations. What I will do in this case. So the unit goes back to factory settings. And this is kind of the default page we will see. As said, setting in more detail on the next session. What I will do right now is I delete the contour. Zoom in a little bit here that we can see our room better. And now I would like to show you how the scanner is able to suggest the right dimension of the safety field automatically. This is implemented here under this icon, which is called Create Contour Suggestion. The RSL knows all the settings and knows the safety distance calculation formula. So for example, you see here the response time of the RSL. You see the addition of 100 millimeter we have to do due to the size of the safety field, the working range. What the scanner does not know is what is the stopping time of the entire system. So all the elements which are following the RSL, like the safety relay, safety PLC, and of course the stopping time of the machine itself, this is what needs to be entered in this field. We took 200 milliseconds as an example. And we have to tell the scanner where the dangerous area of the machine is. Therefore, there is another icon up here, which is called Define Danger Zone. So this is what I will do right now. I will define the danger zone, and I will do this just behind the scanner. So this would indicate that right behind the scanner there is a danger zone exactly as big as this green line. So now the scanner has all the information to automatically check about the dimension of a safety field. I start this process, press accept, and now the scanner has defined automatically the size, the optimum size of the safety field. So why does it look this way? This is the danger zone, and what the RSL does, from any point on this green line, it is drawing the safety distance. So it has calculated that the safety distance is about 1.7 meter. So here is a green line, and here we see in 1.7 meter distance a parallel line. Then there is a curve, because this is due to drawing a circle around the end of the line. And the very nice thing is that this field is automatically fitting to the wall, or this, by the way, that's myself at the moment. So this could be a post, for example, in a hall. So it's automatically drawing around any fixed boundary which is present in the view field of the RSL. So this is a very convenient way to do this automatically, and the curve shape is due to the safety distance calculation. Of course, there are many other ways how to do this safety field identification. I go back here, and I will also delete here this danger zone, so we are back to 0. And another way, of course, to draw a field would be a manual setup. So I use here define field with a polygon. So this means I just click with my mouse the edge points of the safety field, and the RSL then would take the safety field as its configuration. Well, these are additional things we can show. With the next session, part 8, we will see in more detail how this drawing and operation of the software works. So we have seen a few ways now how to do the presentation of the RSL. I said the short step, the short way, using our marketing